Hi, this is Angelique Goddess, and welcome to another weekly reading. Now, this reading is a mixture of astrology and also psychic predictions. With astrology, there is a lot going on in the solar system at the moment. On the 5th of June, there will be an eclipse in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the sign of your truths, your beliefs, and this particular eclipse, it's very powerful, and it's already being felt on the 31st, so yesterday. And we're coming in, and this is a lunar eclipse, so a full moon, and this particularly affects the people as a whole. Where the solar eclipse, that affects more the people that are in power, so a lot smaller percentage of people on this planet. Seeing it in the world now with all the rioting in the US, this particular eclipse, it represents rebelling, people fighting for what their rights and their freedoms and what they believe to be true, as that's what Sagittarius is representative of. And again, we're seeing this with what's happening in current affairs right now. Is people will rebel, and they'll fight for their rights. They'll fight for what they believe in, and their beliefs will be tested. And on a more individual, personal level, what you're going to see is you might be feeling attacked, or there's like a counter-attack situation going on, and you might also experience jealousy from people as well. Now, this is over the next 3 months. What's to be expected is you'll be questioning your belief systems. These are like core belief systems, like what you deem to be acceptable and what you have true faith in. And these truths are going to be tested over the next 3 months. You're going to outgrow these, a lot of your old truths. But with that comes, when you're letting go, with that comes, being able to peel back the layers and let go and open up for the new. It's a constant evolution, in mankind as a individual. Is that we're constantly evolving, we're constantly growing, and we're constantly transforming, but we can't do that unless we let go of any of the old. So over the next 3 months, there are going to be a lot of, almost like, who am I? Because these are like core beliefs that really make up a lot of your identity when you think about it. A lot of people are going to be feeling anger, resentment, lashing out, like this explosive energy. And I actually picked this up in the reading 2 weeks ago. This was before the riots, and I picked up there's going to be anger, and I also remember saying this will be for the next 2 weeks. And so yeah, that prediction from 2 weeks ago is has come to fruition now. With what we're seeing in that was a psychic prediction, and so now what we're seeing in astrology and what's happening in the physical world with the US riots, we're seeing this in the physical world. So a lot of anger coming out, and really, when you think about it, your core beliefs are being shaken to the core. So it's bringing up all this very strong, intense emotion. So it's understandable that that there's going to be reactions. However, if you're mastering your emotions and you're mastering your mind, and keep your cards close to you, so not showing people those emotions, or not reacting, then and being strategic. So by doing this, you'll be in control. You won't allow your emotions or other people to control you. Even though these events are happening and these feelings are happening in us, we do we do have free will. We can control the way we react to the situation. So releasing these old beliefs is going to trigger all these feelings of anger. On the 29th of May, Venus went invisible. Now, in one of my previous videos, I think about a week or two ago, or 3 weeks ago, I touched on, 2 weeks ago, I touched on Venus and all the changes that are happening with her. Just to recap, we have to be vigilant with Venus going invisible during this time. We think it's about not to the 9th or to the 11th. It's not really certain. Sometimes she can be late, as I've also talked in that past video. If you want to hear more about this Venus, what's happening, go back to my video. It's about 2 weeks ago. But during this time that she's invisible, it's not advised to start anything new. So new friendships, new relationships, partnerships in business. It's not advisable to start anything new, as it is known to only last a short time. So this time is more of like a self-reflection, going inward, journaling, and just learning more about yourself. So you can have love for your loved ones, or anyone that you would like new into your life. You can have love for them in your heart, but it's best just not to pursue that during this time. Now, during this time, Venus being invisible, women can expect to have some problems. It also Venus does become she's known to be revenge during this time, so there's going to be a lot of revengeful acts, which again we can see with what's happening in the US with the with the rioting. And Venus also, when she does go visible, it's more of, for relationships, it's more of the sexual side rather than sensual side. So there's going to be more, I suppose, the animalistic side of sex during this time. So and it also can be a difficult time for anyone that's associated with Venus. So that can be like artists, anyone that has an occupation in beauty, because Venus is she represents beauty and love, and so she's invisible, she's not there. So this is a time just really for particularly women, love, beauty, what we value. It's going through the reversal effect because she isn't with us, if we just look at it that way. So that's a little bit about what's happening with astrology. Now, I've just picked a few cards, and again, this card that keeps coming up, firm foundation, it's I feel that we are moving on to this next phase where with the situation with the virus, everything was reset, and now we're going into this new phase where we have free will, and we can now decide what we would like to happen with ourselves, with our lives in this physical world, and what we want to become. In my previous videos, like from 2 months ago, I kept on saying, who do you want to be? And now this is where you're able to take action on who do you want to be, what's the person that you want to become. And there's just this emotional conflict and this mental conflict, which is what I've just spoken about. However, the perception that we decide to take and how we go about it will decide, is kind of like the first stepping stone into this new reality that we're all going to be living in. Again, it was a reset for everyone, and now you decide. This is the first step of going to this new life. They say the new normal. I'm not a big fan of those words, but I suppose in that context, you are now taking the first stepping stone into what is going to be your new normal and the new life that you're going to be having. And I did get two cards representing love, and I think it can be as easy as, do you decide to choose love, or do you decide to choose fear? Not one's good. There's no good and bad. It's just the polarity of the two. you want to live in love, or do you want to live in fear? So those are the choices that you will need to make. Everything is based on a decision, and if you can make the decision, okay, I want to choose love, then it's pretty self-explanatory that you're going to have a better quality of life. So it's really about having, making that decision and then following it through. I now choose love, and I'm going to take that path, but it's up to me to if I'm going to see that through, it's up to me to be able to do what's required. If you are finding that all these emotions, it's just all too much, that's okay. Take a break. There's no massive rush at the moment. I did get the words complacency, and I'm finding that a little bit myself recently, just now. However, you don't need to rush into things right now. We do have a little bit of time before, the whole, which way you're going to go. Are you going to live in fear, or do you want to live in love? Do you want to live in happiness or sadness? Or do you want to live in a higher vibration, or do you want to live in a lower vibration? So obviously we all want to be happy and we want the best for ourselves. However, it's making that decision and then following it through with our actions. And if you find that you don't have the mental strength, or the situations are out of your control, that's okay. Take a rest. It's okay, and regroup when you are in a better state of mind, or are in a better place to take that route of love. I just asked how long this will go for, and a card I just got was 8 weeks, but I do feel that there's more weeks. So we are going to see, probably about 8 weeks, that we are going to really start to see some positive movement forward. I know that does seem like a long time. However, just think what you've already done in the last 3 months, what you've already achieved. So we're experiencing the emotions of change in our beliefs, and I've just asked, is there anything that we can do to assist this process? And okay, I just got the message, nothing that you don't already know, and I got the card balance, and on it has all different, a bit like the magician card in the tarot. So we have all the tools at our dispersal, which we already know about. So meditation, exercise, being out in nature, regularly grounding ourselves, surrounding ourselves with positivity and high vibrational people, high vibrational environments and situations. So being around that, and also high vibrational thoughts as well. So it's really just getting through this period. So this is very much a transformational period, and in any transformation there's going to be unsettling, there's going to be push and pull of, you want to go one way but your soul's taking you another way. However, with transformation, there's going to be new opportunities. So I'm actually feeling really excited when I think about what we get out of this period. I'm trying to get some positivity out of it, and I do feel really excited. There's a lot of excitement around that, and the choice is yours. I keep feeling this energy of free will, and the choice is ours, how we choose to react, how we choose to make the most of this. Well, this was just a short reading for this week. Again, just be kind to yourself and just rest if you feel that you do need it. And high vibrational, go to what is high vibrational. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring the bell. I'm still growing my channel, so any help is appreciated. All right, thanks so much. Bye.